Wealth creation is within reach. Welcome again. My name is Esther Sande. I'm a real wealth manager and your coach in this journey where we talk about wealth creation. Today, I'm going to talk about a topic that is very dear to me and is very, very basic foundation of wealth creation. In my previous videos, I've already discussed the importance of income protection. But in this case, I want to talk about the living benefits, like what happens to me as a breadwinner or someone who wakes up every single day to go make that paycheck. Now, Bernard is the founder of Critical Illness, and he has already said in his quotes that insurance doesn't mean that you have to die. In fact, insurance is because you're gonna live. What does he mean by saying that? Have you ever heard about critical illness? Now, critical illness is a term that is used in a health industry when someone is suffering from a disease that is deemed to be critical. And I'm not here to give information about critical illness, but I want to help us understand the value of having that as part of your wealth creation. Now, did we know that anytime we become sick or we lose a loved one or we lose a job, the bills will continue, the income will have stopped? Do we know that everything else will need to be paid while you are hurting inside? So critical illness is something that we incorporate in wealth creation because it protects the income as a foundation of the wealth creating process. What do I mean by that? I mean this. Now, when you earn a paycheck, you do that because you're healthy. Now, only three things prevents you from going to work. Either you are critically ill, somebody died, or somebody is disabled. When you talk about critical illness, it doesn't necessarily kill anybody, but it cripples your income. It could be a permanent cripple or it could be a temporary. Now, I'll give you some statistics. They say 1 out of 3 people in North America will be diagnosed with cancer. 1 in every 4 people will have a heart or a stroke kind of illness. 1 in 20 will have all Alzheimer's when they're over 65. And they're also saying 1 in every 100 people will be diagnosed with Parkinson. Now, nobody wants to be the one, nobody wants to be the second, but life happens, and when life happens, it throws us off the radar. So what we're trying to do is to make sure that a critical illness will be paid as a lump sum to the person who is sick so that they can seek options to their medical coverage. Let me give you an example. So let's say you have a spinal paralysis, and in this country, they say no to you, that they cannot do a surgery because of whatever. And you have money to go and seek that solution elsewhere. You don't have to sit and wait for a death sentence because the government could not help you. You have an option because you planned. Because what happens when you have a critical illness, they pay you a lump sum that is tax-free, a lump sum that will help keep your family in your home. It will keep your business running. It will keep your bills going, right? Because when these things happen, costs could be staggering. We want to keep you in the same system. We want to take you out of financial worry. You know, you're already stressed with your emotions that, oh, will I recover? Or maybe I have this stage of this illness. I want to challenge you today to make sure that at least you have critical illness insurance as part of your wealth creation process. It's very, very critical, as I say. And make sure that as you sign up for your mortgages, you sign up to, pay those retirements, investments, you sign up for your education, you know that that income that will pay that is not disrupted. And in case something happens, it's already taken care of because the risk has been transferred. So let us make sure that we protect ourselves and go and check out how many illnesses are out there that are considered critical illness. You also need that taken care for your children. Some people tell me, you know what, Esther, children cannot suffer from critical illness. I mean, when it comes to children, critical illness is different. You know, if your son plays football, for example, and then they get injured, right, that could take you off your work. Now, in this case, as a parent, if you did a critical illness for your children who are actively in sports and they get a brain tumor or something like that, you don't have to worry about it. That lump sum paid to you will help you take care of your child while in the hospital, while not worrying about how your bills will be paid. And we are trying as much as possible to take that financial pressure off your head, because 80% of deaths that happen due to critical illness, they don't happen because of emotional, they happen because of financial pressure. There's nothing as bad as being sick and worrying about how your bills will be paid. We want to make sure we transfer that risk. The good news is you can do it as small as $2 a day to make sure that that is taken care of. If you're interested to learn how you can incorporate critical illness into your wealth creation process, please click the link below, and you can book up your session so we can help you plan for that. I hope you and your family will consider incorporating critical illness as part of your wealth creation process to get to where you want to go.